guys, I got our next guest of the day right here joining me, who has an upcoming fight for Shamrock FC, and so happy that he's joining us today. Cort Wahle, who's going to be fighting Shamrock's son.
No, man, he pulled out of the fight, sadly.
Pulled out of the fight. So now you're going to be fighting at a catchweight against Raul Romero, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
140.
So what do you know about your opponent now? Because short notice fights, it's kind of scary to take. It could work for you or against you sometimes. So what do you know?
Honestly, the way I've always been is I don't care who it is. You know, I'm better of a person that's on the spot. You know, I don't study my fighters or anything of the sort, because then I start to look for certain things too much, and it gets in the way of my own style. You know, so I know. Go ahead, sir.
Especially for you guys, like if you're trying to train for a wrestler in your upcoming fight and then something happens, and most of the time it does, it throws your whole game off. So sometimes guys like to leave it to their coach to do a lot of the studying.
Yep, I definitely left it up to my coach, and as soon as it changed, you know, he's like, it's whatever, it's no big deal. I know he's a boxer, and that he's got a decent right hand. So obviously I just have to steer clear of that, and we'll go with that.
So I like to let everybody know that's listening to the podcast and can't see us. You actually are joined by your dog right there.
Yeah, one of them. He doesn't know what's going on, but he definitely seems to want to be in the camera, right?
Does he like to go on runs with you or anything? Does he kind of interpret into your training at all?
Honestly, I tried to take him for a run once, and he's very skittish for being a big pit bull. But I took him on a run, and he got scared of the ups man and shit in the street right there.
Wow, that's great. And then you got to run back home with a bag of shit in your hand. How great!
No, he broke off the collar and he ran home himself. You know. Yeah, he was that scared.
So where exactly are you from, man? Did you grow up in Missouri?
No, I'm right across the river in Alton Godfrey area. It's literally right across the bridge. It's a small little town. Nothing big happening here, but I've always fought right across the river in St. Louis, so it works out.
So what is it? Are you like more in a country area, or is there kind of a city life going on there, or not at all?
It's more just like a small town type thing. It's Alton's really old. It's got a mixture of old town and small town and a little bit of business area. It's got a little bit of everything, you know?
So what was your amateur career like? Did you guys all kind of know each other since, you know, really small around there?
No, because honestly, I always fought over in Missouri.
Oh, okay.
So it was nice. I could just travel and fight. It was a 40-minute drive. That's all it was, but it was a big enough drive to where I didn't know who I was fighting. And it never mattered anyhow. I'm never the tough guy. I never was the crap talker or anything of the sort. I smiled at my opponents at weigh-ins. I make friends with them, you know, and it doesn't matter. It's a sport, you know. It's not an ego thing. It's all about respect.
And, of course, nobody can see right now, but are you at your girlfriend's house?
No, I'm at home. You like the pink curtains there?
Pink
right?
Curtains
yeah, man. They didn't, I didn't choose them. I still live home with mom and everything of the sort. I'm young, so.
So, man, honestly, living in that area, I mean, what is it like? Like, what can you do since there's not much of a city life? I mean, what do you guys do for fun?
Nothing. Everybody here, I go to training. Honestly, a majority of people from my high school and everything sort, everybody just goes out drinking. We've got bars here. That's about it. And I've never been a drinker. So, you know, I play some video games at home for nerd stuff. But other than that, I just love to go to training.
Do you have a Twitch account that anybody can follow you on, or anything in the works to get one? Or
I think I have one, but I don't broadcast or anything. That's the one part of my life that I can keep separate from everything else.
Yeah,
so
I feel you. I totally feel
I like to keep that.
What games do you like to play? Because I'm a huge gamer myself.
Yeah, I really like to play any of them. I play on PlayStation, so I'm not a computer guy, but I play a lot of first-person shooters. I actually used to be sponsored by Scuff and everything sort. Used to play big time into that, but I had to choose between video games and fighting, obviously, because you can't spend 12 hours a day playing video games and then fight.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not playing Warcraft, I'm sure it's not hard to get stuck inside the computer, right?
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna let my dogs out real quick, actually. I'm gonna let these guys out.
That's what I figured you meant. You're like, I don't play the computer games, and really the only computer game is Warcraft that people get sucked into. So
yeah, everybody on a computer though likes to tell everybody else that they're not the master race or anything of the sort. You know, a little bit of a segregation there.
So, man, what is your day going to be looking like? I mean, you're a week out. I mean, this isn't catch weight now, so that kind of, can make you relax a little bit, I guess. I mean, what's this week going to be like for you?
The catch weight actually makes it really easy because the way my weight cut goes is I barely make 135, but easily make 45. So 140 is not that big of a deal. I'll be a little tired, but it is what it is. Today is actually a sparring day, so it's my last sparring day.
Do you guys
Until
go
then,
hard or you just keep it real light?
we don't keep it real light and we don't go hard. It's high intensity, but we like to have our control about it. So full speed type thing, but nothing that would injure one another. We definitely like to stay away from any injury. And bruises are fine. Little pinches here and there are fine, but nothing major.
And for the people at home that might not know much about fighting, I mean, can you tell them like what sparring's like?
For everybody, it's a little bit different, it's kind of my escape. Somebody goes out to play their guitar. Some people might go smoke weed. I don't know. They have their different things.
Yeah.
Sparring is my escape. I get lost, I smile, and I just enjoy it. Sparring is just, you got another guy, you agree that you're just there to work on yourselves, not beat each other because they're a teammate, but you're there to work on yourselves and become a better individual.
I mean, back in the day, they used to have wars inside the gym, and then you see on the guys later on in their career because they can't put it together anymore because of those wars that have happened. So you're saying that that's like your getaway. Another thing that I noticed on your Facebook, I did a little investigating work. I saw that you enjoy CKY. I mean, I'm a huge fan of CKY.
Honestly, I just really love that song, the riff and everything. I'm a rock and roll metal type guy. I've got a wide range of music as long as it's not a country or rap. I'm into it.
So what do you listen to when you're going to train? What has been like your favorite record to listen to or band lately?
Honestly, if it's involved with training, Lamb of God never steers me wrong.
Nice.
I love Lamb of God, man.
Have you seen them live yet?
No, I was honestly before my last fight, I had a ticket. I had to decide between training and going to Lamb of God, and I chose training.
Yeah, man, that really shows dedication. Those shows are absolutely amazing. I've been to Ozfest so many times with them, and it's spot on. It's literally better than the CD, and not many bands can do that.
Yeah, so Avenged Sevenfold I saw, and they were amazing live compared to their CD.
Did they cover Pantera's Walk for you guys?
No, not that time. They did not. No, before them, Deftones played,
Oh my
and I was
God,
excited
you're
for them.
nailing all my favorite bands
No,
here, bro.
no, this is the upset though. They were so drunk you couldn't tell what song they were playing. They were
Yeah.
awful that night.
Chino,
I was
man.
so upset.
Chino, man, I've seen so many of my friends have gone to the concerts, and it's either hit or miss, and it's so sad to hear. That's like my top band right there, Chino Marino.
Yeah, I like them. They're not a top band, but I definitely could listen to them, and it was upsetting, because even after he played his show, he got in the crowd and was dancing around, which I can respect that, but he was just so drunk.
What about Tool, man? You listen to Tool at all?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How big of a fan of Tool are you? I mean, has it like kind of changed your life like it has mine?
No, I'm not one of those major fans. I can't climb up to that level, but I do love the dark creepiness to it, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
huge fan of music and of course fighting. I just love the mixture of it all. And when I get to talk with the fighters, it's kind of cool to see like their music interest and stuff like that. And then, like Ian McCall is a big fan of Avenged Sevenfold. I love that side of it. So let's jump right back into the fight talk here. What can everybody expect when they tune in to watch you fight at Shamrock FC? You're a third fight from the top.
In all honesty, with me, it's something different every time. People always enjoy my fights. It's not because I try to make them crazy. It's just how I am. I'm all over the place. I'm something different. My gears are put together in a different way, and the way they flow is not like any other. My foot might be one place while my hand's on the ground. It's all fun. The literal definition of my fights are fun.
So if you do get this win, I mean, how many more times this year do you picture yourself fighting?
Oh, as many as I can.
Okay.
I wanted to put out 4 last year, but I had an injury, and it sucks when you get set back. But this is my obsession. This is what I love to do. I want to pump out as many as I can, whether it be at 35 or 45. I just love to fight.
And the day of the fight, it's at the casino, man. I know you've been there a couple of times. Do you sleep there?
Sure.
Or do you sleep at home and then go there the next day after the weigh-ins?
No, I'm at home. It's only a 30, 40-minute drive for me, so it's nice and simple. stay at home, wake up, go get some breakfast, and then didn't go over to the venue when I have to.
What is that casino like for anybody that hasn't gone yet and they're kind of interesting? They're peaked at like, I might go. I mean, what is it like? What was the experience like?
Honestly, it's one of my favorite venues. The locker rooms aren't necessarily the best for the fighters, but that doesn't affect the fans at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me, the actual ring and venue it's nice. It feels like there's 10,000 people in there. It's pretty crazy. The energy is through the roof. The lighting is great. It's just you see it. You can see the ring clearly from anywhere in that room, and it's an amazing venue.
Well, people don't understand, and I say it a lot to people who are like, oh, what are good seats? Honestly, the closer you are, like if you go to a UFC or Bellator fight, it's usually not better than sitting up above where you can see over the cage and inside. I mean, it's for little places like that, it's great.
You don't end up in your seat anyhow. You're standing majority of the fight, so
And
seats are
Shamrock
just a
FC
little
has been
extra.
putting on so many amazing cards, man. I don't know if you saw, but they just made ESPN for that double
The double
knockout
knockout.
last week.
That nose was amazing, was it not?
That
Did you see his
absolutely
nose?
crazy.
That throw completely sideways. It was great.
I'm gonna actually be bringing one of those guys back on the show. I've talked to him before, so everyone out there can look forward to that. So, what is it like, fighting along Shamrock FC? Have you liked your journey here with Shamrock?
Absolutely. They're very respectful. You respect them, they respect you. And as long as it's a professional environment, you're going to get professionalism back. As long as you're not that pompous ass, they treat you like you should be treated. It's definitely one of the most professional groups that I've fought with.
And one more like insider question here: when Shamrock FC reaches out to you for a fight, do they give you options, or they say, "Here's this opponent, you want it or not"? How do
Oh,
you go about it?
they absolutely give you the option of, especially like I said, if you respect them and everything of the sort. They're like, hey, would you be interested in this fight? And they know me. I'm always like, yeah. Like, let me just fight, whatever. So they call my manager beforehand and let him decide a little bit. But they give me a little bit of option. They let me fight the way I want to fight.
So, all right, man. What I like to do at this point in our interview is I hand the imaginary microphone over to you. If you have any shout out sponsors, anything at all, the floor is all yours now.
Just the sponsors I'd like to make a shout out to is Head Nod Squad, it's a brand of clothing grown for jiu-jitsu guys. We donate a lot of our proceeds to cancer, help fight cancer, everything of the sort. And they've really helped me out. All my training partners that have come along this way, there's a lot to make shout outs to, and you can't get anywhere on your own. A lot of people like to say they make it on their own. I'm going to manage myself. I'm going to do all this. And then it's like you normally see those people worn out within 2 years, So it's like, go ahead, take some help. Let people reach out to you. And I definitely appreciate all the help that I receive.
I mean, between the guys sitting there helping you get through the weight cuts, your girlfriend making you food, I mean, you can get pretty cranky during those weight cuts. So, you kind of got to.
Oh, I'm definitely hangry. Man, I don't even have the girlfriend to make me food right now because nobody can deal with my hangriness. So.
That's awesome, man. One last question here. Since this fight
Yes, sir.
fell off with Shamrock's son, would you be interested in trying to get it back?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I'll fight anyone. It's what I love to do. I love the challenge. And if it's something that brings more attention to me, it's opportunity. I seize every opportunity I can get to let something pass is just ignorant. So I would definitely take that again.
And once again, guys, Cort Wahle is fighting at catchweight 140 pounds versus Raul Romero, March 24th at the River City Casino and Hotel. We want to wish you the best of luck and best of skill, and thank you for coming on Pure EVil MMA.